color in the rainbow. There are 7 seas to cross. There are 7 days in a week, and Sunday being the 7th day, and the 7th is speaker. Actually, what I'm going to talk today or promote concept is not something which is new. I have imbibed it, I have practiced it, I'm looking with that. And looking at the acceptance of my concept and the success of my concept, I thought it's worth spreading. And that is why I decided to talk on prediction versus technology is the way ahead. Even today, if I have to do something, I draw it on the tracing paper and give it to the assistant or somebody to execute it. Not everybody can be equally fluent in everything. So whatever you are good at, you build on that, and whatever you are weak in, you work on that. That's the concept which I work with. So here, now here, the criteria of the tradition must be there. What is tradition? Tradition is the practices of past, whereas the culture is the practices of present, and the technology is the practices for future. Taking that into account, I actually built my entire presentation. The presentation was bread and butter. What I say is earning bread is not very difficult, but to have butter on daily basis, you will have to actually take some different food and some special food. To me, that is design. I urge each one of you, and design is the one which is a major differentiator in the life of the individual. We all are designers, we all know about design. The only thing, some people are practicing it and some people are just enjoying it. So I urge whatever designer is there in you, you better practice it. Design ensures butter on the bread. So take the designer suit and move ahead. Then what is design? Design is all about connecting and relating. If I can connect with my user and the user can relate with the concept which I am actually generating for him, the design will 100% get a success. And success means he will accept it, he will live with that, and he will talk about it. Success, I don't mean that, okay, you will earn more money and all that. Okay. So here, the culture is the one which connects and tradition conforms. When you are practicing, today is practicing, then it is going on, practice is not getting dead, then it is going into the tradition, and the culture which is the present practice, the tradition which is the practices of past. Okay. The culture governs the mind of the designer, and by that designer design whatever they design and whatever they think. Yes, the culture gives us the concept and tradition conforms it. And the technology empowers us to execute it. And that's where the need of the technology is all about. Okay. In the present scenario, the only way when the entire globe is looking towards India, that, okay, what is there so much in India? And what we are doing is we are looking outwards to actually see that how to generate the concept. The minute you will start looking inward, you will get the concept which will be accepted. The culture is the only one which you can feel connected. Suppose if you are in a particular state where you are seeing the familiar things which you have actually practiced, you will get connected immediately. But when you will go abroad and you will see something from the India, you will get connected with that. And that's the power of the culture which will establish the connection. If you are connected, you will enjoy it. Okay, India is a country of rich tradition and diverse culture. More diversity means more challenge of communication. More diversity means more challenges of communication. And we have to take the cultural route to sort out our problem. What I'll do is I'll give some of the examples which will actually give a very clear picture that how culturally we have communicated and made our place very simple and easy. In India, design is a way of life. And that we never have thought that, okay, why design and what design he is talking about. We never have, design has been accepted culturally by us so much that we have never felt the need of converting design into our vernacular language. Till date, we don't have a parallel word of design in our vernacular language, and that we have accepted design as a design. You go to anybody, and even if it is not a literate, you ask him, how are you selecting this? What made you to go for it? He will say, design. And everybody knows what is the power of the design, they might not know how to do the design. Here, look at the cultural power of communication. This left-hand side visual is a visual of a groom. He is going to get married and he knows that he has to dress himself differently so that he will be recognized. The concept of the cultural concept still remains the same, only the form has changed. What I am actually claiming is the power of the culture and the cultural connect is so strong that we still live with the same concept, only the form will be changing. This left-hand side visual is a visual of the mandap. Mandap means where the marriage ceremony will take place. Now, with the time, the form of the mandap has changed, the location of the mandap has changed, but the concept to have marriage outside the house to communicate that you are getting married. After marriage, you will have to have house outside the house. And that is why all the marriage ceremonies are celebrated outside the house. Here is a temple of Shiva and Parvati. In Indian context, the best marriage has been considered as a Shiva and Parvati's marriage. And look at the time thread, which actually communicating about and which has the form has changed here. The Mangasootra or Varmala, that kind of form has come. But the time of the two is, the conceptual connection is still remains the same. Now look at the packaging. Left hand side packaging is to communicate what is packed inside and how it is. Packaging, role of the packaging is to protect, project and promote. The same thing this packaging is doing when after the marriage, first time when the bride or the groom will visit each other's house, they are supposed to carry some sweets. The minute you see this, you can make out the bride or the groom is moving to other's house. The left hand side visual is a neem tree, where you can notice that there are some farm impressions. What culturally we are facing a lot of environmental problem today. I don't know how to protect the tree, important trees, which is so much part of us. Look at the cultural solution. They have put the palm impression on the tree and connected with the Mataji, and by that you will not cut the tree. Similarly, the banyan tree, it has been connected with our Bargat Dada, we call it in Gujarat and other places. So it means a relation has been developed, so you are not cutting the tree. People tree, we have again taken it that our ancestors lived on that, so you are not cutting the tree. But Indian culture is a flexible one. We know that the banana tree, if you will not cut it, then it will not give its fruit in the beginning. So what the flexibility of the culture is that on Diwali day, you are supposed to uproot the banana tree and bring it and place in front of your house so that Lakshmi can be invited. So what they have done is they have cleared the old ground of a banana tree and place it there so the new crop can come well. And it's the beauty of the Indian culture is it gives the concept, but it's not so rigid and fixed. It allows you to do the corrective measure and move ahead. Here, the left-hand side visual is a neem leaf hanging on the door. The minute you see the neem leaf as hanging on the door, it makes sure that there is some infectious disease is there inside the house. So you need to be careful in entry. And this left-hand side visual is a house which has just celebrated their housewarming ceremony. They have kept the door open and asking you to, okay, we have celebrated our housewarming ceremony, come and bless us. It's Indian culture, not only the one-to-one communication, it also goes one to the mass communication. And that's the power of communication in our culture. So culture designed the mind of the designer, and by that the designer thinks that the way they think. Here is, when I was kid, I was writing on the takti, it's called takti. It's a black wooden plate on which I was writing with the right hand chalk and then wiping it with the left hand wet cloth. What I feel is the person who has designed the computer, I'm talking about the clear screen, they must have got idea from here only. And not only this, if you look at your mobile, you have a visual on the vertical side. The minute you tilt it a bit, you go into the horizontal. The similar kind of things we were doing on the takti also, writing in the horizontal, and if needed, if a longer space, then we turn it the horizontal way. So horizontal and vertical screen changing must have come from this place. That's what my claim is. Okay, I have always taken the cultural route to derive my concept, and till date, I have not gone for the second presentation. It's a bit of self-boosting, but I don't mind it. Okay. So I suggest if you are actually in the designing or anything, you look inwards, look towards the culture, look towards the tradition, look towards the past, how your father, mother or grandfather have practiced it, and you might get some clue which will be worth exploring. This symbol that I designed for Rajya Mahila Kosh, I thought Rajya Mahila Kosh is actually involved in funding the deprived women to society. So, middle parting of the hair and sindoor and the bindi is only in the Indian culture, and that directly the cultural element has been taken and converted into the identity here. This Brahmos symbol, Brahmos phonetically it's sounding like Brahmastra, and in our Indian mythology, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, Brahma the creator, Vishnu the protector and Mahesh the destroyer. When the Brahmaputra and the Mars river they came together to create the Brahmos missile, I thought missile, what missile will do? It will do the destruction or destroy things. So can I take the concept from the destroyer of the universe? And that's how the shape of the Shiva, Shivling has been taken and converted into the Brahmos missile. This is the symbol for Gujarat High Court. When I was studying in Baroda, that area is called Nyay Mandir. The area is called Nyay Mandir. Can I take the clue from the places of worship? So I have taken the clue from the places of worship, all the arches of the worship places, and converted that into identity. And the conviction of yoga, you can do anything. If you notice, the Satyamel Jayate written underneath is increased in the size. Increased in the size. And Dr. B.N. Kripal was the Chief Justice of Gujarat then, and I went with the visual of Sarnath pillar showing him that, sir, there is no Satyamel Jayate written underneath, so with your permission can I increase the size of Satyamel Jayate so that it will be more readable. And he accepted it and I used it. And this is the symbol for Gujarat High Court. So what I am actually trying to tell you is, if you are convinced, don't hesitate in presenting. Your ideas are the core. If the people will get through the idea, they will accept it. If the idea is accepted, they will cherish it, they will live with that, and they will enjoy it. Here is the symbol for GKG Hospital of Gujarat. After the earthquake, from the Prime Minister fund this hospital tree. And this was the time when the Red Cross was changing into the blue and the green and that kind of thing was happening. So I thought, okay, why not allow the Red Cross to convert into a flower and wish the patient to get well soon. And that's the concept over here. And it's not only in India, globally wherever you go and to see any patient in the hospital and all, you will go with a bouquet of flower and wish them get well soon. What? No? Yeah. This is the sum of the visual. When I was doing the point, then again I went through the cultural mode. The first two series where I have taken the concept from the Bharatnatyam. The Bharatnatyam dancer, the 50 paisa was the mustika, the 1 rupee was the comes when they are swaying, and the 2 rupees is they indicate with the beauty of the eyes, and then I am talking about also the 5 elements where the air, water, fire, and so when the air and the water, air above the eye level, water below the eye level, and that's the concept which has been accepted and presented over here. So the beauty of taking the cultural route for your concept is the acceptance is much easier and for a longer time. Here is the Gems and Jewelry Promotion Council's trophies. After the marriage, when you meet each other, what you do, you go with the scent in a silver flower kind of things. And that has been taken from the culture to the trophy. And the right hand side visual here, the left hand side visual is it's a simple ring. You know, it's the ring, it's again the trophy for the Gems and Jewelry Export Promotion Council is there. This is a symbol for BRTS, Bus Rapid Transport System of Ahmedabad. And what happens is the culturally and otherwise also as a human being, whenever you are excited or you are very happy with something, what you will do is, wow, we have achieved it. And that concept has been captured over here and shown as a symbol of pride for the people of Ahmedabad. This was a very challenging task for me, designing a tourism symbol for Bihar. And I started thinking that what should I do? What should I actually, how should I people convince that okay, come to Bihar and visit? So I did a small survey of asking people, write 10 points bad about Bihar, write 10 points good about Bihar. The minute people wrote 5 points, they all said that there is nothing more to write about bad. But 10, if I'm asking for the good, there are so many things. And that has given me the clue that core education in Bihar is still good. And the openness is still good. So I've taken that and tried to give an image which is not the Buddha, but still it will talk about the purity in the core. And that the purity in the core, which is encompasses with the green, this is the land of Ganges and all that kind of things what is talked about. There is definitely a way of Indian thinking, and I think if we take that Indian way of thinking forward, we can do and dominate in the global market in a big way with our concept. And this is the that symbol is I did for the Mata Vaishno Devi University in Jammu. And when I made the presentation, G.C. Saxena was the governor at that time, and his PA, Dr. Viloria, came very strongly on me. But sir, it looks like Hindu. I said, how can you actually tag a particular color which is orange to Hindu? Then in that contrary, green, if you are attaching with the Pakistan, then Indian flag is having India and Pakistan both in one only. You know? And I can prove you that green is not of that or orange is not of that, but what you will do with the name itself. You know? The name itself, Mata Vaishno Devi, is suggesting about the Hindu. So what I try and claim here is that the identity can be developed either on the individual look and feel, or the location, or also the product which they are actually promoting. So always take the 3 different routes, so you will get the 3 different ideas, and that ideas, if you can communicate, it will be accepted. So what I say is take the cultural or the traditional route and take the technology to empower your quality and make it more useful and reachable to the different people. With this, thank you. Thank you very much.